Ladies and gentlemen, RimWorld updated to 1.0 a little while ago, and with that I bring on a new modded series. Last time I did a modded series was the 100 plus mods type thing, and that went okay. Originally I had everything working, and then it turned out it wasn't actually working, and then I fixed it and everything was still a bit Performance wasn't quite there, some mods didn't work very well together, some mods were just not a good choice and didn't work very well for me, and it was my first time doing that, and I learned a lot, and this time's a lot better. I have between 70 and 80 mods, I think like 76 mods or something right now. Everything's completely stable. It all seems happy, the console's happy, everything's cool and awesome. If you want details on what every single mod is that I have installed, I have a unlisted video linked, pinned in the comments below, where I do just that. And then from there, I have also pinned in the comments a link back to this video, somewhere roughly around at this point. If you just want a listing of the mods that I have on to glance through yourself, or maybe you just want to pick one or two mods out that you like, I have a pastebin link in the description of the video that you can go to. It will always be up to date with current RimWorld stuff. So if you're watching this like way in the future and you're a time traveler and stuff, then it could be that the mod listing is a little different at that point than it is right this second in real time, because I've added mods and I've updated the list, but generally everything's there. Link to the Steam page for said mods. If you need the GitHub link or the forum link and stuff like that, the mod developer usually has a link to that from the Steam page, so just the Steam links are there and you can figure it out from there. There's also another pastebin link for the mod listing order. That is something that you can copy and put into your, I think, app data local low folder, and you just need to rename it and give it the right extension. But that's the mod listing. If you know what you're doing, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then well, don't worry about it, I guess, or look up a guide. It's just it's a file that RimWorld reads, and it pulls the mod listing, and it just puts it in order for you and everything. But anyway, let's get a move on with it. Again, details are in the unlisted video, pastebin links in the description. Go check it out, or don't, because this is YouTube and people don't do that, apparently. I had a lot of issues with that last time where people just sort of refused to look at the pastebin links. I'm not really sure why. But we're gonna move on with it. I have a couple different scenarios here. Abandoned androids for the android mod, and the Dwarfs mod brings this one. I'm not too interested in either of them. I think I might just do Crash Landed, honestly, or maybe my Crash Landed modded, which is what I did. Just it brings up the people and a little bit the council stuff you start with. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do my Crash Landed modded thing. It's literally just Crash Landed, but brought up a little bit because 3 people is a bit too few. And I really like starting with 5 or 6 people. And this just brings it up to 5 and gives me more stuff to make that work a little better. So we'll do that. Although I will edit it. And we'll add a part. We'll go with, I think, Incident. Oh boy. There's a lot of stuff added in now. How about a question mark incident? There you go. I'm looking for, there we go, orbital trader arrival. Repeat. This will happen every, I don't know, 2.64 days. Just to make, well, that's a little too frequent actually. Let's go like 8.64 days. Just to make sure that a little bit of trade is actually happening. I have a mod that brings in orbital traders of different varieties, like 25 different types. So having frequent orbital traders will be a good thing to make sure that I eventually get what I'm after. And for the storyteller, we're going with the HP Lovecraft with double population, because more Colonist is always a cool thing, and I really like his pacing. I'm going to be going with him just on medium though, because this is more about checking out the mods and exploring and having a chill experience rather than having a teeth gritting, ball busting experience. That's more the daily drama series that I've got going on the side. And reload anytime. Again, I always play Iron Man roles. I guess what I do is called Bronze Man. I've never heard it called that before, but kind of makes sense. I look at it more as just an honor system type thing, where I promise I won't reload when bad stuff happens. I could be really cheeky and edit around it, but I promise not to do that. I'm not that kind of guy. I did it once with Xenonauts, regret it. but I was really fed up with Xenonauts and said, fuck it. So yes, I need to be able to reload at any time because of recording reasons. Technical issues can happen, and for a nice smooth viewing experience, I need to be able to reload at any time. But when bad stuff happens in game, what happens happens. It's just, it is what it is. And sympathetic for the seed, yeah, sure. We'll go with half overworld though. And we'll just keep those normal. Going for kind of a normal biome, as per usual. The fancy biomes are a good enough challenge on their own. Again, I'm not really in it for a challenge though. Alrighty, we've got settlement, the Golden Land? What's that? The Golden Land. Oh, the Android Insurrection. Okay, hostile androids. And we have here Gamelhund. Dwarven Hill Clans, neutral. Nice. I think I'd like to maybe start near the androids. I'm curious what their settlement's like when I go there. Generally, people who are friendly with me, though. Not a whole lot. Kingdom Under the Mountain. And that's it. The others, not so much. But purple, yellow, and Kingdom Under the Mountain. Try to start somewhere near them in kind of a normal biome, because I might want to trade with them at some point. I think I'm okay with this spot. It's an arid shrubland, which I generally don't like because there's not many trees or arable soil. But as far as the soil goes, I've got mods that allow me to make them nice and fertilized and such. But the trees are still an issue, but I've also got a mod where I can make stuff out of bone. So I think if I do enough hunting, I can still make it work. So I think I'll go for those. It's large hills instead of mountainous, which is totally fine. I do mountainous a lot. A lot of people do mountainous a lot. It's got really nice natural kill, like choke points and stuff like that. I'm a really big fan of mountainous with a river because it looks really cool. But this time around, I'm going to be going with arid shrubland, large hills. So there's still a little bit of defensive structure, but not a whole lot. And there's a coast, which I can do for, I assume, fishing. Probably. I can't do water power, though, on a coast, but that's okay. I'm also nearby a couple of people who really like me, or, well, eventually, maybe, if they visit. I can use hospitality and get them nice and happy with me. We're going for, I'm going to say fucking go 300 by 300. To hell with the notice. I don't care. 300 by 300. I want it. I've always done it. It works just fine. In fact, you can have upwards of like 600 by 600 if you do a little bit of like really super memory editing and trickery and stuff. And stuff still works. Much past that though, the AI really breaks down and they get really super confused and don't know where to go. But 300 by 300 should be fine. As far as these go, I'm going to use my cool random editor mod and get at least somebody really cool with research and somebody cool with construction. But past that, I don't think I mind too much. I've gone ahead and queued up a bunch of stuff. Feel free to pause and look over though. I'm going to go through the colonists that I got real quick. We got Daddy Loader here, who's actually a dwarf. Feel free to pause and look over that if you'd like. And health-wise, here's the dwarf racial bonus. Really good blood filtration, super hearty. We've got K-Bar. Suppose I can resume here. Ove. J. Miven. And Sejin. These are all patrons that I've got. If you don't know, I have my Patreon set up. It's going currently toward finding a place to get better internet so I can actually start streaming and stuff. Because right now I have 1 megabit per second upload, and it's not very good for streaming. I've tried. It's not so good, but we're working on it. And if you have $1 or more per month, you get access to Discord. $5 or more per month, you get your name in-game and the Discord access. And $15 a month, I give you sort of instant cloning for games where people tend to die a lot. So you don't, you're not necessarily in, then out right away. It's just sort of something I've been doing. Queued up, I've got a little stockpile here for corpses. This is the general everything stockpile. I've got a little kitchen and dining room set up with an in-wall freezer for just the meals, eventually. Horseshoe pet on the side fits in nicely. We've got the fruit prep table and the butcher table, which I don't actually need. Let's switch this around real quick, actually. because I have a bit too much. I guess we leave it at that. It looks a bit odd now, but oh well. Butcher table's down here in its own little room. I'll have this door held open so the butcher can just come in and do their own thing. This will be the freezer for the food and stuff. The cook has easy access to raw ingredients. The butcher has their own little area and has access, and freezer in the back. We got a wind turbine set up off the beach here. I'm going to be going for batteries straight away, which I need to build the research bench still somewhere. I thought about putting it back here in the dining room, but I'll try to find a room for it later on. Bedrooms. Pretty bare bones, basic and simple. The beds are currently set for normal or better quality, and they're just a little table with 2 chairs. So we're a bit future-proof in case people want to get together, get married. They've got a little table so they can eat and all that jazz. Basic stuff. All steel construction. Steel walls, steel doors. Wood is a bit of a problem, but I've got a very large bamboo plant farm set up. Hopefully this will get us enough wood to get us going. Also have a bit of corn here for food, rice for food, and hay grass for the animals that I might one day get. Cotton off to the side because I use that for a good lot. Gill root for medicine, tea for general drinking and joy, sugar cane, coffee, plumeria, and smoke leaf for the other miscellaneous stuff that I'll accumulate over time. Hide zones there. I've got the plants here set up to just be ignored. We'll harvest those at some point, I think. Sijin cutting what plants they can. Here's the work schedule. Ove already doing a little bit of fishing at the spot that I've got set up here. I'll be changing this around at some point later on. For now, it is what it is. Also, the restrictions I haven't done. This is still just kind of default. I'm going to leave that for a bit. Ove caught a tiny fish. Hey! Yeah! It is better than nothing. I will take it. These original structures, this is a bone wall with a bone floor ash. It's a bit ominous, a bit strange, a little weird, a little concerning, but hey, it works. I mean, it's fireproof. Why not? Over here we have bonecrete. Apparently you mix this with stone or something and you get bonecrete. Quite healthy. I like it. There's also some more of it down to the south. This map in general, nice eastern coast. We're in sort of a little pocket. I can wall that up pretty well, and that'll basically just be the south I have to defend. But as is, I actually like it a lot. I'm pretty happy with it. Geothermal sort of spread a bit everywhere. I don't really have a whole lot near me. I think the closest one was over here, I thought. Maybe it was these I was thinking of. Yeah, okay. This might have been what I was looking at. These two there. A couple more down here. Yeah. That's probably what I was thinking of. Not the best spot to actually be using that horseshoe pen. Does this rotate? No. No, well. And I like that they get the mining yield plus 10%. That's neat. It's not enough to really do much for components, but in general, it's a nice thing. And a little bit of construction would probably be a good thing to get. Do like not necessarily construct, but like uninstall. Yeah, sure, everybody can do that. Placed frames, upgrade, deliver resources, sure. To blueprints, sure. May as well get that going. Deconstruct, yeah, why not? Supervised drilling, I guess just like working the drill. Smoothing walls and floors, that's fine. So that means Daddy Loader who quarries and mines. Yeah, don't worry about it at all. And also Ove. It's really just K-Bar and Sijin help out with that a little bit. Before growing, I guess. Caught a sea cucumber. Oh, man. Man, look at you go. Jeez. Really not a whole lot of food to go off of, but hey, it's something. Hopefully tomorrow we can get some bedrooms set up. I queued up a lot at the start, so it might take a little bit to get going here. But bring over the wood. Can't pick it all up. Just manually have you haul it. You know what? Let's do that. Whoops. I wanted to do that when you woke up. Ah, well. K-Bar, when you wake up, haul some wood. They had to sleep over there, that's fine. And when you wake up, haul some steel. J-Miven, always got that. Always working on that. I think this is all reserved now because people are just going to pick up a little bit of everything. Yeah, we're at the shoot frenzy. Okay. And haul the berries. There you go. J-Miven can then haul the medicine. Instigen might have the rest. Daddy Loader. Where are you? Down here. Come on up. And drop the wood. Ha! Hauling. That's all the basic stuff, I think. Yep. Nice. Officially moved in. Poor bits. That'll be deconstructed for, to try to get a normal quality. Whoa. The hell was that just then? Sajin? Is that you? Ove, I think got some wood just then with fishing. Okay, so the goal today was bedrooms, but, oofed. It's rough. Do we have any couples? Social? No, not really. People they just don't like, oh, because you're super ugly. Yeah, staggeringly ugly, and people are really shallow like that. K-Bar, Daddy Loaders, your rival. You're a rival. You're so ugly. You're a rival to people. And Ove's daughter is a dwarven bandit, apparently. Okay. Hey, J-Miven and Sajin. Yeah, they got it. Good deal. Show HUD. Ah. Oh, nice. If I want it back to default. That's cool. Some more woodball fishing. You know, it's considered trashier, but honestly, I'll take it. Wood's tough to come by. This bamboo is going to be what gets me going for a long time. That just needs to be built. That just needs to be, yeah, all the stuff just needs to be built. We got the resources delivered to a lot of it. Caught an eel. Ugh. I guess butcher creature. Extract bone marrow. Bone marrow. 40 bone. Here's some eel skin. And 16 bones. And a fishing tragedy. Ove was bitten by an oddly aggressive fish, or perhaps an eel. It all happened so fast. Medical attention may be required. The fuck? You got bit. Daddy Loader, you can self-tend. The hell? Where you at? There you are. I mean, it's a small bite. 5 damage. Gonna have you self-tend that. Just rub some sand in it, that's fine. Going to rust now. Damn it. Get back out there. Visitors have arrived. They're afraid to enter your colony because there's no bed. They're scared that there's no beds. Really? Really? Yeah, I guess refuse until I have guest beds. That's fair enough. And with this, yeah, I can salt and I can make meals. Okay, good. Good deal. So yeah, simple meal. Just basically forever, but let's go do until you have aim for 40, pause until 15 or so. Then take the best stockpiles, okay. Look, not necessarily everywhere, but definitely keep it local. Like maybe 40. There we go. Yeah, a bit more than that. Maybe like 60. We have beds. Ooh, this one's got art. It is called Viscera, a depiction of Ove sitting next to the horseshoes pin, gently massaging her wrists, glowing with red aura. The static structure of the image almost conflicts with its unoriginal style. Representation refers to Ove playing games at a horseshoes pin. Wow, how exciting. Jeez. Alright, since we have a couple, we actually have a spare bedroom. That's great. I didn't actually plan on that. Did you deconstruct the conduit just then? I don't get it. Siphnera unification called Banville. I'm okay with Banville, but what the hell? Herbum. There we go. I can pronounce that. Build copy. Yeah, you ripped it apart. That's weird. Can you not? Ugh. Ripped everything apart. Let's just go across like that. Party in some dude's bedroom. Great. Let's make a party spot right in there. Oh, I can do door bands already out of eel skin. Awesome. Doormat right there. I don't care about the quality though. Free bone per floor tile. Okay. Yeah, they're really weird with blueprints and conduits beneath blueprints, it looks like. Alright.